Close out of my stream.
Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of you guys are here today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tony, coming in from Florida. Good morning, Jan, probably from your nest over at Paradise, unless you've made it down to Texas already. Good morning, Dan, coming in from Buford. Wendy, coming in probably from fairly close to here. Good morning. Let's see. Looks like that's all the folks who have commented thus far, which is interesting because I see I see 12 people who are currently watching, and yeah, only four of you have said hello. So if you're watching, you haven't said hello yet, give me a shout, and I'll give you I'll say hello back to you. Anyways, this is your wake up call. I am Maui Paul. We're here today to say some nice stuff about us, and also to see what Pepper has provided for the next card. I sure have been enjoying having Pepper do up some cards in for the wake up call, and to be doing them thematically through the week. We've been ending up with a lot of different cards, and it's also had the wonderful unintended consequence that because I have just so many more of them, that I get to see, I get to explore new metaphors, which is a lot of fun. Anyway, so let's have some fun today. Let's pull a card off the top of the deck. I'm going to ask you if you are the card on are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we do this, we're building into our own lives. We are changing up our own experiences, and we are giving ourselves the tools that we need in order to truly live at the utmost of our abilities. So let's have some fun. Pull a card off the top of the deck and say that today I am blessed. I am blessed. Universal forces work together for my benefit. So I am blessed. Universal forces work together for my benefit. Are you blessed? You are blessed. Universal forces work together for your benefit. I'm going to write that down in the comments, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Say that I am blessed. Universal forces work together for my benefit. Yes, indeed I am, and you are as well. And when I look back at my own life, it seems that every time I've made a decision to do something, everything in the universe has conspired in my favor. And whenever I decided that I was going to make some leap of faith, that leap of faith was rewarded by by the by the different things coming together to help that thing come into fruition. And so I am blessed today. You are blessed as well. And in the end, we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in the fact that we are capable of accomplishing the stuff that we purpose to do, even if we don't entirely know how to do it when we say yes to doing it. And we have to believe that if we're going to do something, that the dream that was placed in our heart will be supported by reality itself, by life itself. That the reason that we're having that dream is because we were born to achieve it. And so I am blessed, and you are blessed as well. And these things do indeed work together for our benefit. The fact is that things come into our lives exactly when they need to come into our lives, and people come into our lives exactly when they need to come into our lives. Situations come into our lives exactly when they need to come into our lives, and the more that we believe this, the more that we will take those leaps of faith. There is there's a quote that I always go back to whenever I'm about to take a big risk, which is that people who don't take risks tend to make about three major mistakes a year. And people who do take risks tend to make about three major mistakes a year. And so consequently, but the people who take the risks also get to experience the rewards, because with risk comes reward. Everything that we're going to do that's different than what we're currently doing, everything that we have to everything that we have to give up in order to reach for new things, that stuff brings with it new possibilities. And those new possibilities give us the ability to grow and to become better, and to become better versions of ourselves. And so I am blessed. Universal forces work together for my benefit. And even when there's things that are completely outside of my control, they work together for my benefit. And even when things don't seem like they're going to be working, they still, when I look back at it, work together for my benefit. Some of the most painful lessons that I've ever learned in life have grown me into a new person that I'm proud of. And the fact is that when I really look back at it, I would do that stuff again. I would experience that stuff again because I like the me that I became. And so I am blessed, and universal forces truly are working together for me, and they're working together for you as well. There's a quote says, God works all things together for those who love God, who are called according to God's purpose. And when we understand that God is, and that everything that we are experiencing around ourselves is a manifestation of the divine, how could it be anything but blessed? How could it do anything except be working for our benefit? Because as we are working our ways through life, as we are moving between between situation and situation in our worlds. And so the fact is that as we go through our day to day, we're going to be given options to take that leap of faith or not take that leap of faith. We're going to be given options to try that new thing or not try that new thing. We're going to be given dreams, and it will be up to us to either pursue that dream or not pursue that dream. I found, though, that whenever I pursue the dream, whether the dream ultimately comes to fruition the way that I think it should or not, I am a better person for having pursued it. And so therefore, I do my entire life with the idea that things are working together for my benefit. I go through my entire life with the idea that I am blessed, that I have that I have the inherent ability to mold and shape this reality simply through my intention, through the power of my intention. And I also find that when I act out of fear, when I don't act because of fear, which is more often the case, that I find that later on I see these little pieces of evidence that show me that had I taken that action, I would have gotten an amazing result. And so it's trained me over the years to take that action, to make that leap of faith over and over and over again, and just be secure in the knowledge that things are always working together for my benefit. Things truly are working together for my good, and they're working together for your good as well. And the evidence is all of the things which have come together thus far in your life to create the you that you are today. I am surrounded by so many incredible, wonderful, beautiful, magical people. I am surrounded by people who just seem to float right through life, and that life is always just coming together for them. And I think that one of the primary reasons for this is that the folks who are around me, they live without a sense of fear. They live without the sense of foreboding that things aren't going to work. And yet, when I go out into the world, sometimes I meet people whose modus operandi is that life itself is against them. And when I look at the people or the lives that they're leading, I'm like, well, yeah, you think that everything in life is against you because you keep saying no to life. You keep saying no to, you have an opportunity to do something cool, and then you don't do it because you're afraid that everything is going to go wrong. And then because you are stuck and stagnant and are staying in the same place that you were previously, even though you're a new person, then it becomes an even worse fit. I found that when I stay places too long, or when I stay in situations too long, after I've grown, after I have expanded, after I have transcended that, then it is bad for me. That ultimately my life is worse for having done that, for having stayed in that situation, or having not taken that leap of faith. Life itself calls us to take leaps of faith. Life itself calls us to do new things and to experience new experiences and to meet new people and to try new stuff and to live the dreams that we are given. There are dreams that are inside of your heart that only exist inside of your heart. And if you don't do them, nobody's going to do them. And ask yourself, is the world going to be better or worse if I achieve this dream? And for the most part, the dreams that I've dreamed in my life, those dreams are dreams to improve the world. Those dreams are dreams to make other people's lives better. And so if I won't do it for myself because I'm scared, I ask myself, will I do it for other people? Will I do it to make the world a better place? Will I do it so that my children get to live in a better world than the one that I live in? So that they can stand on the shoulders of giants just in the same way that I stand on the shoulders of my parents and the people who came before me? And so when I expand my perspective to include all of the other people who are around me, and I believe that all of the people who are around me, are other manifestations of the divine. I believe that I personally am a manifestation of divine collective consciousness, and that the people around me are also manifestations thereof as well, and that my perceptions are things which lie to me and tell me that I'm separate from them somehow, that they're different than me. But when I recognize and come into an understanding and act in accordance with my belief that everybody is inherently the same consciousness, that we are all just experiencing this, this what is from a different angle, then why wouldn't I want to help these people? Why wouldn't I want to help the people around me grow? Why wouldn't I want to treat the people around me the way that I would like to be treated? And you know what? I love to be treated in a way in accordance with the way that the people around me are living their fullest life. I want the people around me to live their fullest life because when they do, the excesses from their fullest life get to bless me. I have been tremendously blessed. In fact, Pepper and I have been tremendously blessed just by all of the love and care and the support that we're getting from our community as we are embarking on the journey of making a child and raising a child. And how could they have blessed us except that they have excess? How could they have blessed us the way that they have, except that they have the knowledge of having come before us? How could they have blessed us except that they have achieved some of their dreams and that they have done some of the things that they were called to do, and that they now are experiencing the fruits of that success? How can we share a fruit unless we have a fruit to share? How can we give from our saucer except that our cup is overflowing? How could we, how can we how can we give others? How can we be a blessing to others except that we ourselves are blessed? And where did we receive the things that we bless others with except from still other third parties? How can I give a gift except that I've received that gift? And how can I be a blessing to somebody else except that I am blessed? And so I am blessed, and universal forces work together for my benefit. And the more that I recognize this, and the more that I am blessed, and the more that I understand that the dreams in my heart are designed to be pursued, the more excess that I have in my own life, and the more abundance I have in my own life that I get to share with other people. Somebody asked me the other day. They said, how do you decide what it is that you're going to say on the wake up call every morning?" And my response was that this stuff flows up out of my heart. It is the abundance of what is in my heart. What is the words that come out of my mouth are come from the abundance of these thoughts and feelings that is in my soul. And so this is a blessing that I have received, and it is a blessing that I have received because of the perspectives that I have gotten through a lifetime of living. And through a lifetime of living and saying yes to life itself. And saying yes to life has gotten me to some beautiful places and helped me to meet some beautiful people, establish some beautiful experiences, and ultimately being able to share those with others. So I am blessed today. You are blessed as well, and universal forces work together for your benefit. I'm really excited to see how today turns out. I have a lot of good stuff going on in my life, and I know that you have a lot of good stuff going on in yours. And so let's approach life with a sense of joy and wonder today. And let's realize that today we are going to formulate some dreams. We're going to formulate some desires, and that as human beings, it is our responsibility to move in the direction of those dreams and of those desires, if not to achieve them, but rather to grow as people. The fact is that success, the feeling of success, is fleeting. We succeed. We're so happy about the thing that we do. We're so happy about the accomplishments, the accolades, the trophies, the awards, the titles that people give us for the things that we do. And yet, that success, that feeling of success, is just like a breath of wind. It comes and it cools us, and then it's gone, and we don't know where it goes because we are so busy generating another desire, wanting to build on the stepping stones of what we've already accomplished and achieved. And so the fact is that the blessing itself, the feeling of success, is a fleeting one, and yet the person that we become as a result of pursuing these things is eternal, and the love that we share as we achieve that ultimate success is eternal. I believe that we are fleeting, that our flesh is here for just the blink of an eye, and yet the love that we share is eternal, because the love that we share has a ripple effect that ripples throughout the generations. I am the product of the love of the 1,000 generations that came before me, and the generations that come after me will be the product of the love that I put out there into the world. And so, damn it, I'm going to put a lot out there into the world. I'm going to put out as much as possible on the very, very short time that I am here. In the blinking of an eye between when I'm born and when I die, I'm going to make sure that I am making other people's lives better as a result of being in it. By being blessed, by sharing that blessing, by being a blessing to other people, by showing others unmerited favor, and by making sure that I am building into them the same way that tens of thousands of people have built into me. Ultimately, I'm just paying it forward to the people who come after me, and I encourage you to do the same thing. I encourage you to make other people's lives better just by being in them, and to ultimately to achieve your dreams, to achieve your goals and your aspirations by taking those risks and recognizing that life itself is going to work together for your benefit when you do it. That when you leap, the net will appear, and that as that net appears, that you'll realize that you don't even need that net, that you took the leap and then your wings formed and that you were able to fly instead of requiring that net. And that even that when our dreams don't work out the way that we thought they would, or the risks that we take don't work out the way that we thought that they would, that ultimately we are grown as people as a result of that, and that we will approach our next dream and our next goal and our next ambition with the things that we have learned from pursuing this first one. That even the things in my life that I used to regard as failure have grown me into a person that is capable of achieving success that I never ever could have achieved beforehand, because I wasn't old, or I wasn't mature enough to experience it, because the version of me that is currently living the dreams that I am living today is a version, the previous version of me could never have dreamed of it. I say it all the time that if 18-year-old me could see 41-year-old me, 18-year-old me would be incredibly intimidated by 41-year-old me. 18-year-old me would wonder how on earth that I become that, and would be very excited to become that, and probably wouldn't be quite so excited to understand just how much pain it took to get here. And the same way with your life as well. The things which challenge us, the things which cause us to grow, those things allow us and prepare us and permit us to become the people who can live in the biggest, best, brightest, boldest versions of ourselves. And so you are blessed today. Universal forces work together for your benefit. They always have, they always will, and they are today. So own it. All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. We will be back with another one of these. Thank you so much, Pepper, for making yet another amazing and beautiful card. I am so excited to continue to see. I'm so excited to continue to see what she comes up with. And thank you guys for being here, for helping me to just understand how blessed I am. So good morning again to Tony and Jan, Dan and Wendy, Shauna, Susan. Let's see here. I know another couple of folks came in today as well. Good morning to Pamela. Nice to see you here, Pamela. And let's see. I think that's Norman came in. Good morning, Norman. I haven't seen you. I don't think I've seen you in a while. So good morning, Norman. Wonderful to see you here today. Let's see. But yeah, looks like that's all the folks who have commented. If you haven't commented yet, if you're watching this, you ain't commented yet, just drop me a comment. I'll say hello to you. Jan says that Janet's talking about mistakes, and she says, mistakes. In my world, it's just gathering data to influence and tweak my future adventures. Amen to that. Dan says, when something bad happens, something better happens every time. Indeed, it does. These things, according to Wendy, really do work together for her benefit, and for mine as well, and for yours also. And so, yeah. And so let's have some fun today, and let's go live in accordance to our highest priorities. Oh, Pepper says it's voting day. Remind people to vote. I voted. I voted previously. I voted for the most important candidate that I've ever voted for. Her name is Maya Tomei. She's super cool. So I actually changed my. I actually made sure that I changed my address so that I was capable of voting for Maya Tomei. But I did indeed vote for Maya Tomei. I made other votes too. Primarily, I wrote myself in for a bunch of the candidates, but I really did straight down the ballot actually. But except for Maya Tomei, I absolutely want her to win for Dawson County Commissioner. But anyways, it is voting day. If you haven't voted yet, go out and vote, and ultimately be a blessing through whatever choice it is that you make, and help to influence the world in the way that you would like it to go. All right, my beautiful friends, I will talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, I love you. I appreciate you. I think you're awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow at 9. Until then, yeah, until then, aloha from paradise.